WWE has relied on part-timers for well over a decade. So now they're just like, fuck it, let's make them all part-timers.
I know you ain't just here lurking. Subscribe to Pro Wrestling Bits.
Roman Reigns cut a buzzworthy promo this past weekend in New Jersey telling the Trenton fans that he might not be seeing them again, and he's moving on to a new phase in life.
I've been here many times, you know what I'm saying? I've been here probably a couple times for the past 10 years now, and I'm starting to work into a new phase of my career, and I honestly don't know if I'll ever be back here again.
Uh-oh. Roman Reigns is leaving WWE to go to Hollywood, like The Rock did in 2004? Roman Reigns signed a new WWE deal to work fewer dates? He's not being advertised for live events this summer? Reigns has been WWE's entire main event picture for the last 2 years. They're screwed. WWE's gonna be so pissed. Not exactly. In fact, Roman Reigns leaving WWE isn't cause for panic. Assuming Roman Reigns is transitioning into movies, it all seems to be part of the plan under this Hollywood administration led by former CAA super agent Nick Khan. Here's Nick Khan speaking on Roman Reigns' transition into Hollywood just last month. Quote, "We think he's certainly up there. We have big plans to help him cross over, which we think will be great for him and certainly great to do with him." End quote. Welcome to Hollywood, bitches. And when I say Hollywood, I mean actual Hollywood. Hollywood, California. The glitz, the glam, the movie studios, and more drugs and the number of men at the forbidden door, and child stars with no childhood, but all the mugshots, and dirty casting couches, and Me Too scandals, and TMZ lurking around the corner, and giant rats bigger than Marco's stunt. And did I mention all those drugs? And the great big homeless problem that might never get solved, and Starline tours. That Hollywood. Not to be confused with the historically black enclave of Inglewood, where they're having WrestleMania next year. As long as Nick Khan is president and chief revenue officer, WWE will have a powerful connection to recruit top stars into big movies like their NIL actors. And sadly, the beginning of Roman Reigns' Hollywood career also means the end of Jason Momoa's, because that tribal chief is coming for all his roles. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on now. You ain't gotta do Aquaman like that. That might be the best DC movie. WWE has a whole new mentality on its stars crossing over to Hollywood, and it's a far cry from its slave owner mentality in 2004, when The Rock left the plantation and set the blueprint for future WWE top stars to cross over like John Cena, Batista, and now Roman Reigns. The Rock's departure in 2004 led to tensions between the two sides, with The Rock admitting that WWE didn't so much as reach out to call him when his contract expired. Said Rock of his departure, quote, "The company and I are at an odd crossroad. It was an oddly quiet ending without any interaction or communication from the front office or the old man. Surprising to say the least, especially after 8 years." End quote. Ooh, they were mad at you, girl. WWE pulled similar pettiness that same year when Goldberg and Brock Lesnar left the company at the same damn time. But instead of just waiting to ghost them when their contracts were up, WWE chose to create a moment that would haunt their careers in different ways. WWE infamously leaked that their contracts were expiring, leading to a Pavlovian Madison Square Garden chanting "You sold out," among other things, with Shane McMahon in the crowd just to be sure. This ruined what should have been a dream match. WWE used to despise the idea of its top stars leaving to do anything, but that was then, and this is now, where not only is WWE cool with its top stars raising their stock in Hollywood, they're co-opting it. Okay, that's the Justice League, shout out to them. Don't know why exactly, but oh, you ain't right for this one. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, okay, listen, I know Roman Reigns is younger and it'll come cheaper and also with a built-in fan base, but you ain't right for this one. Leave Aquaman alone. Before coming to WWE, Nick Khan was one of the most powerful agents in Hollywood. Khan helped negotiate WWE's multi-billion-dollar deals with Fox and NBC Universal. When he left CAA, he brought other powerful agents with him to run WWE's business. The man has made one blockbuster deal after another, including another billion-dollar deal with Peacock. Despite WWE's audience eroding year after year, Nick Khan sold a stagnated WWE network to Peacock for $1 billion. Putting a pro wrestler in an A-list movie is going to be light work. Roman Reigns is going to Hollywood, and WWE is paying for the Uber. If and when that happens, this will only make him a bigger star when he comes back, because not only will he get that always reliable return pop from WWE fans excited to see him, he could also bring in the lapsed casual fans that this entire industry desperately needs in order to have a prayer of becoming mainstream again. WWE is doing this with Sasha Banks as well, who starred in the hit show The Mandalorian. In 2020, it was reported that top star Becky Lynch also has multiple offers from Hollywood. You think this is all a coincidence? I think not. The narratives of WWE versus AEW in a wrestling war often focus on professional wrestling versus sports entertainment and booking and storytelling and all that nerd shit. But the silent X factor in all this is Nick Khan, WWE's closer. Come 2024, during what will be a biblical free agency period in wrestling, having a super agent and the best deal maker in town who can put you in big movies and raise your profile with a snap of a finger could be a deciding factor for a lot of top AEW free agents. Tony Khan can get you a cameo on Netflix, shout out to them, but Nick Khan can make you a superhero in the MCU on his lunch break. These free agents are not going to sign with WWE or AEW based on some warm and fuzzy feeling professional wrestling gives them, or how loyal some of these tribal fans are on a Bird app. These people have real lives and real families to worry about. They're gonna base their decision on happiness, money, and fame, and not always in that order. Nick Khan is using his penchant for deal making to continue to make WWE ubiquitous, and therefore more likely to create new fans. In a recent episode of Strictly Business with former WCW president and current AEW pariah Eric Bischoff, TV executive Mike Pandit said the following about WWE's approach. Quote, I would say what I think WWE has done very well that AEW needs to be mindful of is WWE content is everywhere where the consumer is. If you watch broadcast television, they're on Fox. If you watch cable television, they're on the USA Network. If you stream because you want to see next day content for now, they're on Hulu. If you want to watch the monthly pay-per-views, they're on Peacock. But I think what they've done on top of that is the outside of the ring content that is cultivated to the point where the brand remains present in people's minds who don't watch wrestling, end quote. Shout out to A&E. It's really a tale of two companies. While AEW continues its in-celebration of the hardcore male audience with events like the Forbidden Door, WWE is thinking more globally by strategically placing its biggest stars in blockbuster shows and movies. It's AEW x New Japan versus WWE x Hollywood. You tell me what casual fans are more likely to watch. WWE is mining the entire spectrum of entertainment for new fans, and the next step is movies. WWE is essentially becoming adult Disney, where the biggest movie stars of tomorrow are the top wrestling stars of today. Just like New Japan Pro Wrestling sends its talent on excursions to learn how to work in different territories, something NXT 2.0 should be doing, WWE is sending its top stars on excursions to get over in Hollywood so that they too can do John Cena numbers on the road when they get back. In fact, the only wrestlers who consistently move numbers on TV and at live events for WWE are part-timers who are perceived as bigger stars. WWE has been reliant on these types for the last decade and counting. A part-timer has headlined WrestleMania every year dating back to 2012. Many have argued that WWE needs to create its next full-time star, myself included, but instead, WWE seems to be fine with just making everybody a part-timer. This model might work. It'll keep wrestlers fresh because, let's face it, Roman Reigns could use a hiatus after cleaning out this division. A Hollywood excursion could also be a de facto off-season for wrestlers to heal their bodies and spend more time with their family. When they come back, they'll be of more value to WWE. Contrary to popular belief, and despite how hard he's pushed, Roman Reigns can be replaced. Don't believe me? Here's Roman Reigns being replaced by Kurt Angle at TLC 2017 due to a viral infection. Here's Roman Reigns being replaced by Braun Strowman at WrestleMania 36 after taking safety precautions due to COVID. WWE spent most of the empty arena era without him. Reigns was most recently replaced at WWE Day 1 after testing positive for COVID. And while he is an integral part of WWE and their top storylines, WWE has made a conscious choice to market the brand above any of its superstars, rendering all WWE superstars replaceable regardless of star power. Speaking of replaceable, oh, okay, now this is foul. This is foul. Don't bring Lisa Bonet into this. She's royalty. That's not even Aquaman anymore. That's Jason Momoa, the real person. By God, that man has a family. They just got back together. You can't, oh, that's foul. Ooh, that's foul. Let that man rub her inner thighs in peace. WWE can go a few months without Roman Reigns, especially if the long play is to have him become a bigger Hollywood star and transition into a part-time performer. It'll be on WWE to find candidates to fill Roman Reigns' role in the time being. Cody Rhodes comes to mind, and he's trending to be a great WWE champion before he too transitions to Hollywood, because Cody Rhodes has a television and acting background of his own. Who are some other WWE superstars you want to see crossover into Hollywood? Will Roman Reigns have success in movies like Cena, Batista, and Dwayne? Tell me in the comments.